We are Pointless Plays, and today you're joining us on the Pointless Podcast.
Okay, sure.
That's the intro to this one.
We've got some slight changes to this one, isn't there?
There's
Josh?
a slight change of tone on this podcast today. We're gonna have some smooth jazz playing underneath it.
No, we're not. There's some other people in the room with us, isn't there?
There
Josh?
There is my girlfriend Chloe.
And then there's Luke.
Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
And Luke's not saying anything.
Luke's actually mute.
Luke's
You're not allowed to swear, Chloe.
Luke's
We consider him a swear word?
Yeah.
Would you consider a swear word?
Oh my god.
If it's a swear word, Josh, just bleep it. It's not an issue.
Where's bleeped? They don't know what you just said.
Well then, you didn't hear the word, did you?
Just stop now.
My fellow countrymen, it's with great pleasure that I bring you this second episode of a podcast.
Yeah. Some people enjoy the last one, I think.
I feel like a good majority of the.
I've had good feedback from it.
Was that feedback entirely from your mother?
It wasn't actually. My mum's not watched it.
Oh, that's good.
My family don't like me.
Okay.
We did just record another podcast literally a minute ago, but it was a bit heavy hitting, and we don't think it's ready. We don't think you're ready for what we said.
If we get to 20 subscribers,
If this video gets 20,000 likes,
we'll release that podcast, and then we'll lose all of the subscribers we gained from that.
But today we're going to talk about house parties.
Yes, we are apparently.
That's the thing we just thought about.
The ebbs and flows of a house party. The different types of people that turn up. The different things that happen. Maybe some real life stories thrown in there.
House parties are the best. They were the best part of teenagehood.
They're the best part of life.
Sometimes. Well, they're not so much anymore.
Would you rather go out or would you rather have a house party?
It depends what era you're in.
Right now. If you had a choice, a Saturday night, you've either got to go out to Oxygen at local club, or you've got to have a house party. Or you've got to go to a house party. You don't have to
No,
host
I'd rather go out now. But if I was 16, I'd rather
You're
go to a
wrong.
house party.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. But we'll get on to that.
You can't sit in a bath in Oxygen, can you?
Yeah. Depends how drunk you get.
There's no baths in Oxygen.
Depends how drunk you are.
I did fall over in the toilets, but that's a different story for a different day. 3 times. And then I went to my work party and I skidded across the toilet because it was that slippy.
What's your favourite part of a house party, Callum?
The bath.
Just in general.
You laugh. Every house party, there's a picture of me in a bath somewhere. Just drunk me seems to be attracted to baths. Mate.
We need to find these pictures and put them in.
I'll send them you. There's one of me and a good friend of mine called Lewis Grice. We're in a bath. I'm looking very drunk and not great. I was only about 18 then as well, so I was in my I wasn't the most experienced drinker.
At 18?
I wasn't really.
No,
17 I started.
Well, you were only... That's illegal.
18 I started. Sorry, I'm not good at maths either. Because I've been drinking since I was 14.
What did you drink at that point?
Vodka. We told the story about why I can't drink vodka in the last one, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, we did actually.
But house parties are great. What was your favourite moment of a house party?
My favourite moment of a house party was when...
you walked in on your mate having sex?
Did I do that?
Yes, we both did. We walked into a certain friend's house, Lewis Wright.
Yeah, right.
To get a beer from his room.
Yeah, I do remember this.
And
but that wasn't my favourite part of a house party.
Oh, who's up there though?
My favourite part of a house party was when I walked into another friend having sex in a room.
Okay.
But what we did was we walked into this... We snuck in. Me and 2 other friends snuck in. We were very, very drunk.
Bit paedophilic, but okay. Wait, no, they're not children.
No,
Are
they're
they?
not
So it's
children. Not children at all. We snuck into this room. The lights were off and everything. We snuck in and we lay down next to... There was a little bit next to the bed. And we lay down next to him. We were piled on top of each other. Right? Wait. We were piled on top of each other whilst our friend was doing the deed next to us on the bed.
Okay.
And he heard us come in. We didn't know this. And they stopped. We were piled on top of each other. And he turned the light on and he looked at us and he was like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
As you would.
Obviously.
And our reaction to this was, what thought would get us out of this situation was we went completely still.
Yeah, because their vision's based on movement.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We went completely still, looked
Yeah.
at each other, started squeezing each other's legs, and waited
Why did you have to add the squeezing of the legs
because
part in?
we were like squeezed really hard. We were squeezing each other's legs, looking at each other in the eyes.
Sounds like three sexually frustrated lads went in a room where his mate was getting some and thought, we could turn this into a five-way if we get really...
I think that might have been what it was.
Get me
but
chub, quick, squeeze my leg.
If I'm honest, I don't remember that much in detail about it. But we were squeezing each other's legs, looking in each other's eyes, whilst our friend was looking over,
Passionately
like,
kissing.
What are you doing?
Right.
And we stayed there for about 30 seconds, complete silence, and then the light went off and he carried on.
What? Right, okay.
Yeah, we forgot.
Incredible story and everything. Wow, amazing. What was the point in going in there in the first place?
I think we thought it was going to be funny.
What? Haven't you seen your mate have sex?
And you know what? It was hilarious. It was really funny.
So your favourite part of a house party is having your legs squeezed by another man while your mate has sex next to you?
Yeah.
Says a lot about you as a person, doesn't it?
You don't make it. You
Could've
don't make
just
it
said
sound.
baths.
You don't make it sound as funny as it was, but it was hilarious.
Do you know what the actual best...
When you walked in on your brother doing it as well, when we went in that one.
Yeah, what about you?
I've walked into a lot of people having sex.
I don't think you should do that.
No, but it's happened a lot.
Because that was a
Yeah.
weird, that was a strange night.
Yeah, it was.
And we walked in on your brother doing the deed.
No, that story. It was funny, and the people that were involved in that, if they're listening, they will be laughing. It was hilarious. But all night, everyone was trying to sneak into that room. It wasn't just us. There was like the whole house party was trying to sneak in on this lad having sex with this
How do you
girl.
sneak into a room?
You don't. We were really.
You open
drunk.
the door, really, don't you? And you go, hello.
No, but we didn't say hello. We opened the door, but we were on all fours, like crawling in, and then we just like slowly shut the door behind him. But he didn't notice until we were actually in there. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you stay until he finished?
I don't know.
How
do you
long
mean?
How long was you in there for?
I don't. Luke, you know full well the passage of time changes when you're drunk, and the passage of time changed a lot then.
Especially when you're in the company of men.
There was another time. In fact, it was the same house party where we tried the same deed, sneak in on someone by crawling in and that, but we managed to actually get on the bed with them as well. But he didn't notice.
What a house party is, right, is you've got loads of people who are like in the latter stages of puberty, to be fair, 16, 17. So they are, for lack of a better term, horny as hell.
Yeah.
Horny as hell. H-A-H. And so when you go to a house party as a 17-year-old, you're not thinking, oh, I'm going to have a great night with my friends, like my lads. You're thinking, right, when are the women getting here?
Like, my friend used to walk into a house. He used to do a patrol around the house, and he used to come back and tell us how many potentials there were. It's how vile lads used to be when they used to go to house parties when they were younger.
Do you reckon, well, we have a woman here. Are they the same?
No, they are not.
No, I could have guessed that though.
I feel that's a lie.
Honestly, no.
It takes
no,
two to tango, Josh, too.
No. This person used to walk around the house.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they walk in and go, right, that's a shag, that's a no from me. Like, I'm saying, like, it's a similar sort of premise where it's like, you know, you're all just
there to have a good time at the end of the day.
and the end of that time.
But that's the difference nowadays. Like, you're not in it for that anymore.
Well, speak for yourself, Josh.
Okay. You can be a horny 16-year-old still if
I'm
you
still
want.
trying to get into house parties at college. I haven't been to college for 3 years, but
But me, I've got a girlfriend, and so most of my friends. So it's not about that anymore. And it kind of like, obviously, I don't have intercourse with other people. I'm doing this looking at my girlfriend.
I like how you call it intercourse as well.
She's listening to you say it while spraying her armpits.
But like, I think that takes the fun out of it.
Well,
Like,
having intercourse with other people.
No, it's not that. It's more like when you go to a house party as a 16-year-old and you're horny, like you say, H-O-H.
H-A-H.
That's
Horny
the one.
as hell.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. And it's like you're trying to chase girls, and it's like you've got all that. I think that was a lot of fun when you were 16, but nowadays it's just not.
I'll end this.
Obviously.
Yeah, well, I'll end this quick talk about being like. I'd just like to end that with the fact that I say all this as if I've great experience of it. No, if anyone who knows me when I was 17, 18, not a chance.
Oh no. When I was 16, 17 at house parties, I never actually spoke to these girls that we
even if I'd have paid money, still no. It's true. Like, this is more self-deprecation than insulting anyone. Like, fair play to him.
Like, we used to go in, like I say, that person that used to go in, scout the area out, look for potentials. He never actually.
But like I said in the last one about milk, where like I used to pull up the sides of your milk car and you could win a competition. You had that hope. When you walked into a house party when you're 16, you had that hope. Now I walk into a house party, I'm like, nah. Well, I don't even walk into house parties because I don't get invited because no one has them.
You have the hope because you're naive. You're a naive 16-year-old that's HAH.
Exactly. I view the world differently when I'm just young. Now I've been beaten down by the cruelties of reality.
It's not that. It's just your mindset is different.
My mindset now when I walk into a house party is my mindset now as I walk into a house party is where's the alcohol? Where's the nearest chair?
And I'm going to sit down all night. If I was going to a house party now, my first thoughts would be, where's the alcohol? Is there a dog?
Yeah,
That-
that's me.
I can't do that because I'm allergic to dogs.
Unless there was a...
Actually, I could do that because unless I was staying there, it was a week-long house party. Then I'd die. But other than that, I'd be okay.
Yeah, if there was a beagle there, you'd be...
If there was a beagle there, Josh Tooth, I would absolutely lose my mind. And seeing as we didn't release the other podcast, to that person who knows about the beagle debate, Josh, quick question: Yorkie or beagle?
Beagle.
Thank you, Chloe. Josh,
What did I say
Josh,
last time?
what is a beagle?
beagle.
Did I?
Yes, you just.
Oh, I
you
said
genuinely.
beagle.
No. I need it.
Okay, no,
since,
okay.
Weigh it up. Yorkie or beagle? You've got a Yorkie currently.
It's not mine, it's my mum's.
Well,
and I don't like it.
Okay, but if you could swap that for
Its name is Lady, and its tongue sticks out. Like
If you
it
could-
can't get its tongue back in.
if you could
it's
swap-
really, it's weird.
if you
Hey,
could,
you said you liked it yesterday.
She's all right.
but if you could swap that dog for a beagle,
yeah,
because beagles are better, right?
no, it's just Lady's.
Would
Alan, we were going to have a beagle. When we said about moving out, Josh was like, let's get a beagle.
because beagles, right? So that person who knows about this debate told you so. Right, let's move on.
No, we're not going to move on from this.
Oh, okay, beagles.
We're not
it
going
is
to move
then.
on from this.
What dogs?
Dogs in general.
Oh, but I'm no good at talking about dogs.
Beagles are supposed to be really destructive dogs.
But they're adorable.
Not when they're eating your shit.
Do you know why people have children, right? They're very destructive. They poo everywhere, but they still have them.
They don't poo everywhere. They poo in their
Oh,
nappies.
Yeah, you have to put the nappy on it. If you put a nappy on a dog, you could say it doesn't poo anywhere, does it?
Yeah, but a dog continues to poo everywhere for the rest of its life. A baby
Not if you
grows
train
up.
it. You train the dog to poo outside.
Yeah, but
Train a
beagles are
baby.
really hard to train.
Yeah, but dogs don't grow up to be fully fledged.
Have you ever had a
like, standing up on.
You ever had a dog?
No.
So you don't know what it's like to train a dog, do you?
I
So what
imagine
you're
it's-
saying right now is completely irrelevant.
You'd have a quick montage of it. You go, oh, give it a treat while it just like stands upon its
Doesn't-
hind legs,
it doesn't
and then
really-
it
it
learns
doesn't-
how to poo outside.
It doesn't work like that.
But what I'm saying is, you can't have it both ways, Josh. You can't say, oh, it's fine to have kids have a nappy on and say, oh, they don't poo everywhere. Kids are as gross as dogs, if not, and they're less cute. I'm saying it now. Kids aren't as cute as dogs. I'd rather have a beagle over a son. Oh God.
No, but when a baby gets to about 3 and it starts talking and walking and stuff, they're alright.
But
When a dog gets to 3, when a beagle gets to 3, it's still eating your shit. It's still shitting all over the place, throwing up, diarrhea.
I don't think I'd change that about a beagle though. It's still got its floppy little ears. It's still got its chubby little feet.
Callum, do you own a beagle?
I wish I could.
No,
own a
do
beagle.
you own a beagle?
No, clearly
So you
not.
can't talk from experience.
I
You're
could-
just going from what you've seen.
Josh,
And
mate.
trust me, when
I
you
have-
get one, reality will hit hard and you'll be like, Josh, I'm sorry.
Josh, I've watched a lifetime of YouTube videos about beagles.
That doesn't...
I've got.
We watched all of these while we were at house parties.
what, as soon as I walked into a house party and realised that's not happening, into the corner. What's the Wi-Fi code?
I want to watch some beagle videos.
If I'm not going to get sex, I'm going to get some quality study about some beagles in. I dropped a bottle cap. But beagles are the best dog. I don't care if they do. Yeah, so they chew your shoes occasionally. You know what the solution to that is? Don't leave your shoes out.
It's not... That's not... It's when they start chewing your sofa, which costs thousands of pounds.
Don't leave your sofa out.
Where you want your sofa?
I don't know. Give a beagle his own room. Put plastic covers on your sofas. Stop blaming the beagle for everything. He's just living his life.
I know you may as well have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Babies are free and they're quite fun to make.
There you go.
Parties.
Babies are free and they are fun to make.
would you rather have a baby over a beagle?
Yeah. Not right now.
Close. Your girlfriend is literally in the room.
Not right this second. Like,
Would you
wanna
rather have a
make
baby
right
over a beagle?
Yeah.
Would you rather have a Yorkie over a beagle?
now. No, actually, no. I wouldn't want to have a baby over a beagle at the moment. I'd rather have a beagle over a baby at the moment.
That's because
That's because Chloe.
No, they didn't.
Chloe doesn't want a baby at the moment either.
No.
Do you want a beagle at the moment?
I'd love a beagle.
See, because beagles are the best.
But we're not. We're getting a Lhasa poo.
I still think that sounds like a drug or something. Regardless, I just want to clarify that everyone in this room thinks that beagles are better than Yorkies.
I'm gonna put a poll in the description, and it's gonna have Yorkie, Beagle,
Baby.
Baby, and Husky, and I want you to vote on which one's the best.
And if you don't fall into any of those 4 categories,
There'll
don't
be-
vote because I don't care.
Or there'll be other. You can just.
No, there won't be other. Don't give them options.
Okay.
There's 4 options.
There's 4 options already. How much do you want? Jeez, so needy. All right, other things that happen at a house party. That one of my favourite things is when that one mate starts vomiting his guts up because people being sick is hilarious. Don't deny it, mate. When someone
Well, like last time. No, not the last time. Not the time before. When someone's like literally sticking their fingers down their throat, like basically fisting their throat.
was he also holding the quarter pounder at the same time?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know.
Doing that, then that's where it gets a bit disgusting. He dropped that quarter pounder, blew on it, and then ate it.
Do you know I stood next to him for a little bit trying to make myself be sick?
I know, and I don't know why you did that.
Support.
You ran over and started sticking your fingers down your throat. I was like, Callum, do you need to be sick? He's like, no, I just thought I'd join in.
People find solace in a community, and I could see he was struggling to try and get it out, so I thought I'll go over, do a quick bit of throat action, trying to get it out myself.
And then when you realised that that's a bad idea, you ran over and started headbutting his fries.
Well, you say headbutting, I call it bobbing for fries. It's like you bob for apples. Josh would open the McDonald's bag, I'd stick my head in and come out with a few fries. It was a good idea at the time. And then the guy who was making himself sick didn't even know. He was like, oh, they didn't give us our fries. It's like, yeah, sad that, isn't it? Meanwhile, wiping the salt from my mouth as he wipes the salt from his eyes the next day after he realises. But yeah, people being sick is hilarious. I remember being at a house party. We were at a house party and then we went to a second house party, which you turned up at the second one. It was someone's birthday, 18th.
Yeah,
And I was at the top of the stairs, and I didn't know the person who owned this house. It was the first time I'd been there. And so usually you be respectful when you're in other people's houses. So I'm at the top of the stairs, and I watch a friend crawl up the stairs, and as he gets to the top, he looks at me. And it lasted about a minute, I reckon, this look. It felt like it. And he just said, Callum, and then vomited everywhere. It was like he was trying to create a Picasso painting on the landing. And that was hilarious to me. Because not only is he like the action of his misery when he vomits is incredible. But also, he's ruined someone's house, which is also incredible.
I just don't think a vomit is a very funny thing. I just think it's a bit disgusting. And it smells. If you've ever had to clean up vomit, right, from someone that's just eaten a Balti, you'd realise...
Yeah, but when people weren't eating Baltis when we were 16, people were drinking Strongbow dark fruit, so all the sick was purple.
People were eating Baltis when we were 16 because I was having to clean up Balti vomit.
Was it from a beagle?
No, it was from a human.
Oh, it's not
And
as cute then, is it?
No, it was vile.
Would you clean up a beagle's Balti vomit? I would.
If I owned one, I'd have to.
If I got to rub the beagle's belly afterwards, then yeah.
But then I'd hit it.
What?
Then I'd hit it.
You'd hit the beagle?
Yeah,
No.
You can't hit a beagle, Josh.
I can. And I'll do
You
it.
you ever hit a beagle and I find out, I'll, be angry.
If it hit a Yorkie, he's fine with it.
Yeah, hit a Yorkie, do whatever.
No, I don't condone violence towards animals at all.
No, neither do I, unless it's,
Oh, no, please don't.
what's a nasty animal? A wasp.
Oh, God.
Wasps can die. They serve,
They serve no
they're
purpose.
bees. Bees have a purpose. They pollinate stuff. What do wasps do apart from just annoy you?
They just buzz around your face. Do you know what? Do you know what's funny? Do you know what? Zante in Greece is literally the breeding ground for wasps. It is the worst place to go if you don't like wasps. Honestly, every meal I sat at in Zante, I couldn't sit down for half the meal
He screamed like a bitch.
because there was a wasp trying to eat my f***ing food.
Best way to deal with wasps is you act real chill because they're like
No.
because they're attracted to carbon dioxide. So when you start to panic, you go, "Oh my god, there's a wasp," and you start breathing heavy. They're attracted to that. So what you do is you stand. It's like when you were to take it back to the story earlier when you were squeezing your mate's leg, being still when he was doing his business.
That's different.
No, it's not. No. He didn't notice you because you were relaxed. Then you're calm. Wasps don't notice you. So as it lands, then you punch it.
My friend that I was staying still for, when he looked at me, he didn't have a massive needle sticking out of his bum.
What?
Whereas wasps, they do, and they're scary. Wasp, that is trying to find an opening to hurt me.
Stab you, mate.
It doesn't
It's
need
trying
an
to stab
opening.
me.
It goes through the skin.
It's like
It's trying to find a place where I'm most vulnerable. I'm getting really irate about this. I hate wasps.
I dislike wasps heavily,
No,
but
no.
I hate them so much that I've done my research on I can effectively kill a wasp with
Honestly.
my bare hands. I'm a weapon.
He's a wasp assassin.
I'm a weapon to wasp now.
If you want a wasp killing, call Callum.
Have you seen World War Z, right? There's that bit in World War Z where he takes that thing at the end and the zombies can't see him and he walks through them all and then like he kills them all because they can't see him. That's
You're-
me and wasps. They can't sense me anymore. I've bested them because I hate them that much because they're stains on the earth. And do you know what's worse than a wasp? A hornet.
Oh God, no.
For a large period of my drama GCSE and yours, because you did it as well, there was a hornet's nest in the ceiling, and it's really hard to do Shakespeare when you've got flying death machines above you.
Mate, hornets can be huge as well. Like, if that one of those land on you, they'll knock you out first and then stab you in the eye.
They're horrible. They
Honestly.
square up to you. I've never seen an insect square up to me, but they do. It's like they lock eye contact. Like I'm gonna have you here. And for a brief moment, I'm thinking, mate, I'm not gonna win this fight.
Some of them talk. Honestly,
They shave and everything. They have to.
tattoos.
They've done time. They're horrible. They are horrible creatures. If I could do anything right now, I'd rid the world of wasps and hornets. Because what do? They have no benefit. Even spiders have some benefits. The food
Oh,
chain does
God.
not need a wasp.
I
What
Oh my
what
God.
creature would actually eat a wasp?
a spider. I hope. Do you know what? I hate spiders, but if spiders started eating more wasps, I'd be all for them.
What if that increased the population of spiders so that instead of every meal you sit down and there's a wasp there's a spider?
No, don't. I can actually get away from a wasp, but a spider, they paralyse me. I can't do anything. Honestly, if a spider stare 8 eyes in my face, nah, I'm gone.
Would you rather be locked in a room full of spiders,
Yeah.
or what's your other biggest fear?
Wasps.
Or locked in a room of wasps?
Spiders.
Really?
Yeah, no, 100%. Because they're just on the wall.
Look on it.
Like if I'm in the middle of,
Slowly, not if they're running at
if
you.
I'm in the middle of the room, right, I can like know where they are. Wasps though, they're so fast, they can just be everywhere. They
Then
can fly.
It's not a common house spider.
What is it?
Oh,
It's
No,
a combination.
no,
It's a combination
Australian spider.
of bird-eating spiders. There's a couple of those, only a few, like not many, but you can see them in the midst of them. There's a lot of house spiders. They make up the bulk of it, and then there's about I'd say 25% of it is tarantulas.
Callum, see, you're throwing curveballs in here now. No, you're just saying normal wasps, which just hurt you.
No, right.
And you're
and
saying spiders, which like eat birds. Come on.
it's only 2 of them.
Yeah, but you said 4.
I've brought it down to 2 now because
No,
you're
I
getting
don't
sassy.
want that.
So you'd rather
Do
still
you know
have
what? I
the
just wouldn't go
wasps.
in the room. Like, why am I in a
You
room?
have to have you have to go in one of those rooms
Why?
to save a beagle's life.
The beagle.
Save
I'd-
my life.
to save
don't wanna say it.
to save your girlfriend's life, you've got to go in one of those rooms and sit in there for an hour.
I'm sorry, Chloe. You're gonna have to stay in there. I can't. There's nothing I can do.
I die. No,
I'd die.
I die.
I'd die.
You've got to be put in a coffin with something to save Chloe's life, and you've got to be in that coffin for an hour.
What is in there with me?
You can either choose a hornet, a wasp's nest, or 2 bird-eating spiders.
No, I don't want a bird. If I was a normal spider, I'd stay in there. Why? What is with you with bird-eating spiders?
Because I don't really
This
affect
spider is gonna eat a bird. Like it's not.
Alright.
It's not phased by me.
you. Okay, so there's 2 spiders and a chicken in there, so they're distracted. But one of them's
Get
not
the chicken, take it to KFC.
exact. But they'll have no gravy.
You can sort them out.
Do you know, Luke? Chicken. They don't like slaughter the chickens at KFC.
Totally.
I know they don't. That's why they've got no chicken.
What were we talking about before we talked about insects? We were talking about
I don't know.
vomiting, right?
This is the Pointless Podcast.
Another good thing about house parties: hornets.
And spiders could be there.
You're always like 3 feet away from a spider, aren't you? Or something like that. That's the stat.
Don't say that.
And you eat 8 a year.
No, you don't. That's a
There
lie.
was one in this room,
Yeah, you
the
did,
ones that wasn't it so big. It was I like this big.
I punched
And
one
I
that
threw a
big.
book at it because he was like nearly crying.
And it caught it and threw it back.
And Josh's mum came in, picked up the book, and was like, "Whoa."
When my
Like
mom,
squished.
when my mum says the spider's big, it means that it would probably kill you.
I created a device for killing spiders once. I put it on Facebook.
And me, I created a device too. It's called a baseball bat.
No. Mine was called the
Called a flamethrower.
Mine was called the smacking sweep. Right, what you do?
Oh,
Get your common broom that you have around your house that you'd sweep with. Then what you want to do is you want to get some sellotape and a magazine. You want to sellotape the magazine around the bristly bit, so then you've got like a hitting edge. That's what you do, and you have to tape it in a certain way. You jab it because it's in the corner of a room because they're nimble. You jab it and it falls down right. You don't want to touch it with your bare hands. So what you do is release the tape. I call that the safety mechanism. And then you've got a broom. You sweep it off and sweep it away.
Or just hoover it up.
No, don't even hoover it because it's not worth the effort.
Just literally burn it with
Or
a flamethrower.
punch it really hard. I did that to a spider once. I punched it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want the feel of it on my hands.
I panicked. I didn't even consider that.
He screamed.
No, do you know what I saw? I saw its shadow, and I thought if there's a spider big enough to cast a shadow that big, and I just punched the local area.
So you just jawed it.
Because it was on the other side of a curtain. I just saw the light hit it and cast a shadow across the wall. So I just punched the curtain as hard as I could. Because it was near my head. It was really gross though because it was splattered all over my curtain and wall.
Oh, nice.
Bugs are gross though, aren't they?
I just hate anything that's got more than 2 legs.
What about those huge
4 legs
moths?
is alright because they're dogs, but
Beagles, yeah.
not dogs, beagles.
Get trapped in a room full of beagles. Oh god, that is like a dream.
You've got a weird obsession with beagles.
I love them, but if I'm in that room for a week, then you'd walk in and find a dead man, but like with a really happy grin on his face. Because yes, he died of allergies, but he died in the happiest place in the world.
He died of beagle.
Beagle fur.
Too much beagle.
You don't see why I like beagles so much.
You don't know what beagle looks
I
like?
didn't. But now I see why.
Look at beagle puppies. Look at videos of them. Their stumpy little feet are just adorable.
So, Callum, when you come into our house, you're going to have allergic reactions to our dog.
Right, no, my allergy is really weird, so I'm allergic to every animal with fur in the planet. But it takes a week to settle in. So I had a cat for 6 days, and I was starting to swell up, like my insides were swelling up. So they took me to the doctors because I couldn't breathe very well, and I was about a day away from my airways closing entirely and suffocating in my sleep. All because I had a tiny kitten that also adorably had narcolepsy, which means it'd pass out when it gets too excited. So if you played with it, it'd collapse and wake up about 5 minutes later not knowing what just happened.
Oh, that's cute.
But we had to get rid of it because it was me or the cat.
I'd have kept the cat if I'm honest.
Yeah, so did my family. Said that at the time.
I don't know why they didn't.
Because cats are really, aren't they?
Some are.
Cats are horrible. They're like having a teenager. It's like having because all they do is they walk in, they want food, so you give it them, and then they leave because they don't want affection from you, and occasionally they just attack you because they're assholes. And they just come and go as they please, like you're owning a hotel for cats. Idiots.
Don't like cats.
Not a beagle, is it?
It's not a beagle. It's not a dog.
Exactly. Dogs are just better, and dogs are stupider, which I find more adorable.
Not all dogs are stupid.
Name a dog that's intelligent, and don't say Lassie. Or a Lhasa Poo.
My dog Tyson. He's intelligent.
What's he done?
He spoke to me once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did. I walked in, he was like, "Hi, Josh." I myself.
So it's like a contradiction of his intelligence.
Like, he
there.
was sat on his bum, on the chair, like hat on, smoking a pipe. You alright, Josh?
Good day, old chap.
I was
Appear
like,
to
oh my.
to my pants.
Like, Tyson, you've grown up, haven't you?
Anyway, away from dogs, insects, and everything cute. House parties. What's another thing you like about house parties, Josh?
I like house parties that have
Me there.
A good playlist?
that is a benefit, but not necessarily, because bad songs can sometimes be good when you're drunk. No, wait. But you asked me what my favorite.
Okay, sorry.
I like it
Anyway.
when they have hot tubs.
I've never been to. That's not.
I've
You
been
can't say that.
I've been to one hot tub house party.
Oh, you've
and
been
honestly,
to one,
and
yeah.
it was hilarious.
We're being very general.
And the thing is, right, a hot tub house party, you get more drunk because the steam from and it's like you'll drink loads like normal, get in the hot tub, get back out, and realise that your night has just taken a different turn.
It's like drinking on a plane.
I've never done that.
When I went to America, I drank on the plane, and I had a couple of gin and tonics. When you're at that altitude and the air is that thin, mate, I thought I can handle gin. I drink gin all the time. I drank what would just usually be a nice beverage. But I had 2 gin and tonics. They were doubles, admittedly. I don't go light, and I was pissed on this plane, and I had to sober myself up before we got into American airspace.
Why?
Oh, because it's illegal, isn't it? I'd be underage.
It's illegal for you to drink, but it's not illegal for you to be drunk.
Yeah, but it's America, innit? They hate you.
They
hate people who aren't American. Sorry, Americans, but it's true. Josh just taking a break to eat some faggot. And not a gay man. It's, well, actually, I've seen him do both. That's another thing I enjoy about house parties, watching Josh tackle the local faggot. Isn't that true, Josh?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I saw it with my own eyes.
That was good.
You was the local faggot.
Oh, it was me for a while. You're right, Luke. I've moved on from that now, though. I go into a house party. I go, wow, no girl here is going to pick me. So then I watch Beagle videos in a corner for a bit, and then the HAH would kick back in. I thought, if I can't be a giver, I'll be a taker.
So he just took some pipe.
Pipe me full.
Oh my
God, that is not true.
Why did we just go? Oh, okay. Well,
Oh God.
how do we come back from this?
Well, you tell me what you enjoy about house parties. The one I tell you what I love about house parties. There's always one friend. Yeah, shut up, Josh.
Tell me what you like about house parties. I'll tell you what I like about house parties.
Nah, because there's always one person who's brought in, and he's either, especially when you're at that age, he's either never drank before or he doesn't know anyone there.
And he just sits there
He's either sits there or he tries to keep up with everyone else in the room,
and then dies.
and it is brilliant. It takes him to step 2 of my favorite thing, which is the sick again.
Oh.
But you can just abuse that person for a bit.
You've got some weird thing about a sick.
It's just funny. It's like electrocution that I mentioned last time. I find people's misery really entertaining.
Do you watch like videos of people falling over and falling off things and hurting themselves?
Obviously, that's a classic.
Okay.
Just or like even like when someone like makes a model airplane or something, which is lame, and then they go outside and they throw it in the air because it's going to fly, and it instantly crashes into a tree and breaks apart. I'm thinking how many hours he put into that.
I don't like stuff. It makes me cringe in a bad way.
Why? Because they've
It's
lost
like,
something they love.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm a nice person. You're obviously not.
I'm a nice person, but
Oh yeah, you sound like it. I like to see people sick. I like to see people's hard work ruined and crashed, and burned.
Right, you're outside and it's snowing and it's icy on the ground and your mate falls over. You do not go, "Oh my god, are you okay?" You laugh.
I do. If
No,
you fell over on the thing outside, I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
You would laugh first.
Would laugh.
You would laugh first. Don't try and tell me this now.
I think it depends on if they look like they're in pain. If they don't look like they're too hurt, then yeah, it's funny.
What if? Yeah, and if they're drunk, they're not going to be in pain, are they? Because they can't feel it. I should know, because it's happened to me. You threw a bottle at my face when I was drunk, and you found it funny.
I didn't mean to though.
It was a glass bottle. Yeah, but you found it funny and you laughed.
A glass, did I?
Yes.
I don't remember this.
It was a bottle of Desperado that
And
I
if
had
I
drank
don't,
earlier.
if I don't remember it, then it didn't happen.
It did, because I had a split lip to prove it.
Did you really?
Inside of my lip was split. I came home to my mother. She wasn't very pleased. It was like only the second house party I'd been to. First one I came back relatively, normal Callum. She was like, I've raised a good son. And I came back from the second one with a cigarette burn on my hand, where I let a girl put a cigarette out of my hand, because that seemed like a good idea at the time. It really hurt. I had a split lip from where you threw a glass bottle on my face, and a part of my eye was swollen.
Did.
Yes, he did.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was a
this, to be
bottle of
honest.
Desperado that I drank earlier in the night, and we were sat at the top of the stairs, and you just threw it at my face and laughed. And I was like, that really hurt. And then you asked for it back. You asked, can I have the bottle back? I was like, yeah, so I gave it back. And you tried to throw it at me again.
Why
doesn't
did you
sound like
make
me
the
at all.
mistake trying to give it back to him?
I was being kind because I'm a kind person, as it was established.
Loads of different places. It's great.
I think a good bit about a house party, and it always was for me, but other people didn't seem to like it as much. There were some people, which made it even funnier, to be fair.
Okay.
When there's a banger on and I'm the only person dancing in the front room. The front room in a house party becomes the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that's where I am. Dancing like a...
You can see the sorts of people you got at a house party then. Because there's always... High School Musical is always going to go on.
For me it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, and for me. And then something like when I said playlist earlier, it was in reference to a house party I went to where the song Cheerleader... Sorry, excuse me. Where the song Cheerleader was on repeat for an hour. I can't listen to that song anymore because it's awful and it's forever ruined.
What kinds of people are at a house party?
Okay, so you've got, like we mentioned earlier, we've got the kid who doesn't know anyone, he's brought along by his mate, can't drink, useless.
Yeah.
You've got, I'd say, a group of about 6 at least, sesh buds.
You've got the person that owns the house.
You've got the
that's
person who owns
just
the house
like-
who's trying to keep everyone under wraps.
Just trying to keep everything together
Yeah.
whilst chaos is...
And you've got his
Ensuing.
five 5 friends who want to make it as difficult for him as possible. I'm
You got-
always in that group.
You got the one person that's just thrown up everywhere.
Because they can't, and they're not friends, like, they're not the person who's new, they're just a person who can't handle drink.
And then you got that one person that thinks they can have sex with every female there.
But they get none.
Yeah, every time.
That wasn't me. Really, honestly.
That's Luke.
He's smiling.
And there's always that bit as well when you've got these two groups. You've got because they always come in groups. Like a girl invites loads of people and a boy invites loads of people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's that bit where you have to like sort of mesh the two groups together, and it always starts with two groups on opposite sides of the room when you're 16 because you're too afraid to talk.
But then you get that one person that's confident and just like
And that you're in.
bridges the gap, and that's it. Then
And you have-
the house party starts.
And then I don't really know what happens after that. I don't know what makes it so enjoyable. It's just walking around rooms, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's drinking in a safe environment. Like you can fall over quite happily in there. Like I said, I fell over in a club toilet and I felt very undignified because I nearly put my hand in a urinal, which would have been awkward.
I picked you up.
You did pick me up after I fell over twice. It was like watch the scene Bambi when he's on the ice. That looked like me. Until the point where I couldn't get up, I just stopped trying. I just sat cross-legged and waited for Josh to pick me up.
He was looking at me in the eyes like, help me.
Oh no,
Please.
you came behind me.
No.
You
You
look
looked at me. I remember you
Did I?
looking at me, yeah. I remember you looking at
I
me.
was just a mess.
You looked me in the eyes with an expression of like, I can't help me. I can't do this.
Because I was sat on a toilet on a piss-soaked floor in a toilet.
I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
Oh, fine.
This has been a fun one. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe to listen to more,
If you
then-
didn't like it, leave a like.
If you want to see more of this or listen to more of this and see other videos that we're going to be... We've got a video coming out actually soon, like a reaction video, which is quite funny. So subscribe for that, and we will see you next time on
And quickly, remember to... No, sorry, Josh, I had to cut you off before you ended it completely. Remember to vote for Beagles in that poll.
Oh, yeah.
Vote
Yeah.
for Beagle is a vote for Callum, and a vote for Callum is a vote for the better half of Pointless Plays. On that note, goodbye, thank you, and love and stuff.
Yeah, we've been Pointless Plays. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.